This is the cold-hearted player, Danny Demanto, and you're watching FTW Overdrive, baby.
What's up, guys? My name is Sean Bryan, and I want to welcome you to the second episode of FTW Overdrive, wherever you may be watching it, whether it be on YouTube, our MySpace page, or directly on our website at ftwprowrestling.com. But first, before we get into anything, I want to thank you guys so much for checking out our debut episode, where we received over 700 views within the first week alone. Thank you so much, and we look forward to bringing you many more episodes of Overdrive, including this one that you're watching right now. Now, there's a lot of news and a lot of things happening in FTW that I need to update you guys on as we get closer and closer to FTW Rise Against on Saturday, September the 13th at 4 p.m. from Lefty's Bar and Grill at 543 West Hoffman Avenue in Lindenhurst, New York. And folks, I want to let you know that all ages are welcome to this show, and tickets are available now for only $15 on our website as well as on our MySpace page. You can also purchase tickets at the door that very same day. Now, the footage that you saw at the beginning of the program was from our last show, Pain and Suffering, back on June 21st. And at that show, the Grim Reefer defended the FTW World Heavyweight Championship successfully against Balls Mahoney, but not without a little bit of help from his friend, America's Most Wanted Jay Lover. I mean, it looked almost like a 2-on-1 handicap match as Lover and Reefer teamed up to take Balls to the outside of the ring, the inside of the ring, and pretty much leave him in a bloody mess. And since that time, Balls has been furious. He went to FTW officials immediately following that match and requested a tag team match against Reefer and Lover coming up at Rise Against. And he was going to be able to pick a partner of his choosing. And if you don't know who Balls chose by now, well, you better hang on to your hats, because it is none other than the cane-wielding psychopath, the Sandman. So in the main event at Rise Against will be the Sandman and Balls Mahoney taking on the FTW World Heavyweight Champion, the Grim Reaper, and America's Most Wanted, Jay Lover. Now in this match, there will be no rules, no holds barred, anything goes. And things may get a little bit out of hand, and they probably will, seeing as Balls Mahoney truly wants to exact revenge on Reefer and Jay Lover. He has his sights set on becoming the FTW World Heavyweight Champion, but first, he must get through this tag team match at Rise Against. Another match has been signed for FTW Rise Against on September the 13th, and it will feature former WWE wrestling legend Brutus the Barber Beefcake, and he will be taking on the Rockstar. Now, this story gets a little interesting. See, back in May, at End of the Beginning, the Rockstar was in tag team action against the Purple People Beater and Jake the Snake Roberts. At the conclusion of that match, Jake the Snake gave the Rockstar his patented DDT, rendering the Rockstar helpless. And since that time, the Rockstar has done nothing but cry for help. Now, within the last several months, the Rockstar has been making outrageous claims to fellow wrestlers in the locker room, staff of FTW, and people all over the world that he himself is a wrestling legend in the making. But the only way he'll be able to prove it to stupid FTW fans, as he likes to call it, will be taking out former wrestling legends. He said that he started with Jake the Snake back at End of the Beginning, and that Jake's win was a fluke. Now he's moved on to Brutus the Barber Beefcake at Rise Against. We'll see if the Rockstar has what it takes to become a legend of his own. Once again, folks, tickets are now on sale for only $15. Now, folks, I want to give you the full rundown of the card that'll be happening on September the 13th when FTW Wrestling presents Rise Against. We told you about the main event featuring the Sandman and Balls Mahoney, and we also told you about Brutus the Barber Beefcake against the Rockstar. In addition to that, you will also see Tattooed Ugly, Len Oddity, taking on Jim Sullivan. Now, we know these two have a history. We know that they don't like each other, they hate each other, and they will finally get to meet one-on-one at Rise Against. In addition to that, you will also see the undefeated Javier taking on the good guy, Azrael. Now, Azrael claims that he's going to be the man to end Javier's unbeaten streak, and we'll see if that's true come Rise Against on September the 13th. Another match that was recently announced on FTWProWrestling.com will be a rematch from End of the Beginning, when Bandito Jr. goes one-on-one with the cold-hearted player Danny Demanto. Now, as I said, they met at End of the Beginning, and Demanto came out victorious. However, Bandito felt that he was cheated, and he has asked for a rematch, and he will get it at Rise Against.
FTW, September 13th, Rise Against at Lefty's Bar and Grill. Bandito Jr., you, my friend, made a mistake. Last time we were in a ring, I beat the out of you. What makes you think that you should be calling out the cold-hearted player, Danny Demanto, for a rematch? Why should I wrestle you again? Why? I am better than every high flyer in all of FTW and all of the world. Now you're with the best in the world. And Bandito Jr., you're gonna see why I am the best in the world on September 13th when I break your little Spanish ass right in half. Girls are screaming at me in cars. They're telling me I'm gorgeous. But Bandito, all the girls in the world, they don't matter. When it comes September 13th, all those bitches in the back, they'll be loving me all night. But when we get in the ring, I'm gonna beat the ever-living out of you, rip your heart out of your beating chest, throw it on the floor, and stomp on it. Because I am the cold-hearted player.
You will also see fashionable Christian Frost in action against FTW newcomer Earl Cooter. In addition to that, you will see the beginning of the FTW World Tag Team Title Tournament. And we'll talk about that a little bit later on, but first I want to tell you about the matches. You will see Team New Era, Matt Bomboy and Corey Castle, taking on FTW newcomers, the Nigerian Nightmares. Not much is really known about the Nigerian Nightmares. We're just going to have to wait and see what exactly they're all about come Rise Against. The other first round match in the tournament that you'll see at Rise Against will feature the Alumni Club in tag team action against Hans and Simon, the Third Reich. Now that team has created quite a buzz here in FTW thus far. Some people say they're a little controversial, but they do get the job done. They are undefeated, and they have entered themselves in the tag team title tournament. Now if you'd like to see all the teams that will be in the title tournament, please go to our website at ftwprowrestling.com and click on the link to find out more about the tag title tournament. Once again, tickets are only $15 for Rise Against on Saturday, September the 13th at Lefty's Bar and Grill at 543 West Hoffman Avenue in Lindenhurst, New York. Alright guys, I promised you on the last episode of Overdrive that we would show you the main event from Road to Gold. But first, before I do that, I want to tell you that the Road to Gold DVD is now available on our website at ftwprowrestling.com, as well as our MySpace page, and it is only $10. There's tons of awesome matches on it, including the one that I'm about to show you. And this match was the main event at Road to Gold.